Joe in real life. So I'm feeling good. I'm back in the saddle. I dialed my diet in. My aches and pains have essentially gone away. Right hip's still a little chewy, but nothing to get excited about. It was the cookies, guys. It was the cookies and not getting enough sleep and being a giant man baby who's stressed out, you know. I knew that while it was happening, but was still worried. I don't want to be hurt. I did something a little different with my squats today, and honestly, I'm feeling really good about it. So today was sets of three reps, and I decided I was going to warm up with overheads, and then when they got heavy, I'd switch to front squats, and then when they got heavy, I'd switch to back squats and do my back squats as my actual working sets, you know? And it was just kind of a dumb idea that I came up with on the fly. And it worked great. I felt really good. I worked up to a top set of 185. I actually tried 200 and I got a clean rep, but I felt like I was misgrooved. And, you know, in keeping with my theme for this year, I'm trying to show some restraint. You know, I definitely had another rep at 200 pounds. Probably I could have even eked out 3, but I felt just a little bit off in my footing, and I felt a little weird in the right ankle, and I was like, nope, rack it up. 185 is my top set. That's all I need. Next week I'll do 5 sets of 2 reps, and I'll try to make that around, I figure my first set will be 185, and then I'll just do 190, 195, and stop when, you know, when I hit that wall. I'm not loving this camera angle because it's making my torso look like it's 6 feet long and my legs looking like midget legs. So I got to raise that up a little bit. When I'm back that far, I look right, but I don't know what it is. It's something about the angle. Anyway, I also complained yesterday about being anxious and going to work. And man, I stressed myself out so much. If I'm fearlessly honest, which is a phrase I throw around a lot, but there was a part of me that almost just quit the job rather than go in. That's just how anxious I felt. Like I started to wonder, like, and it's never a good sign when you start thinking about, like, do you need Xanax to deal with your fresh anxiety problem? You know, obviously I don't think I need Xanax. And I went to work and I had a great night. Everyone was super nice to me. I did a really good job. And it's just like all that anxiety was over nothing. And now I'm ashamed of that. I got so worked up over nothing. Like, what a pain in the ass that is. And I know a number of you can relate, but probably some of you are listening to this and being like, dude, maybe you do have a mental health problem. Like, what the fuck's up with that? Some people, I think, are just less anxious than others. Here's what I think, right? I think our typical mental health defects, outside of needing actual treatment, fall into 3 categories, right? You got your anxious people, you got your sad people, and you got your angry people, you know? And like, those seem to be the 3 categories we tip into, you know? And I've always been an angry person, you know? Historically, I mean, not lately. So when I get overwhelmed, when my coping mechanisms stop working, I get angry and I deal with it with anger, you know? Anger motivates me, gets me moving fast, makes me solution-based. Those all seem good, but the downside is I treat people I care about badly, you know? Over the last year and a half, almost 2 years now, I've been working on that, trying to rein that in, trying to do better, act better. But what I'm finding is that rather than toggling into anger, I toggle into anxiety now. And I guess you have to toggle into something, right? I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure it's such a bad trade, but it's hella uncomfortable. I don't like being anxious. Oh, here you're seeing these squats. and I'm trying to talk and watch them at the same time. And I took the crate out because I wanted to see if I was hitting depth without the crate. And so like that first set, that looked good. I think this is 170. So I'm watching it the first time, same as you. Let's see if I hit depth. Definitely. I could be up an inch. Maybe 2. Perfect. That's right where I want to be. I'm still hinging forward a little bit, but I'm not going to cry about it, you know? Oh, also I'm lifting later in the day. One of my frequent viewers recommended that, or he made some comment to the effect at least. And I got to tell you, it feels great. I'm nice and warm. I didn't have to do a lot before I put some weight on my back. This is my last set. I think this is the 200. I want to see how it looks. Nope, this is 185. That depth looks good. Yeah, last one was gross, but the other two were solid. So the last one will be 200 pounds. I want to watch that closely because I misgrooved. And often you feel something in your body, but when you look at it, it's not the reality of it. But anyway, this is Joe in real life. I love you cats. Be good to each other today. I think I'm going to do some one-arm deadlifts. I'll post that as a short, and I'll hit you guys up tomorrow. Yeah, until then. Yeah. Did you see how I shifted in the bottom? Yeah. Okay. I'm glad it wasn't in my imagination. Anyway, till tomorrow.